Hello everybody, I'm Scuttles, and today I've just got a quick video for you covering the latest Pteranodon species field guide for Jurassic World Evolution 2. Before this video starts, I would just like to quickly mention that if you are enjoying the content that you're finding here on the channel, if you would consider subscribing, that would actually mean a ton to me, as right now we are currently on the race to try and hit 10,000 subscribers by the time that my birthday rolls around in just about a month or so. It's looking like it's going to be a close one, but if we could just pull this off, then that would be such a huge milestone that I'd just be so very grateful for, and I just wouldn't be able to thank you guys enough. But with that being said, let's move on with the video. So, in this latest species field guide, we were shown a series of 3 different shots, as always, and in these 3 different shots, we weren't actually able to see anything too new. In the first scene, we're able to see the Pteranodon flying over the exhibit. You can see down below there's plenty of foliage, plenty of trees, plenty of open space, rocks, water, food, everything else, and of course some other Pteranodons, but nothing particularly new here in this shot. Moving on to the second shot in the new species field guide, we're actually able to see 2 Pteranodons joined at a feeder, feeding on some little fishies down below, because Frontier has come out and announced that these will be completely piscivorous, is that the word? Creatures, apart from whenever they want to attack your guests, and maybe even other dinosaurs. And then finally in the last shot we get to see a quick scene of what it looks like when the Pteranodons bust out. You can see here that the aviary glass has all been shattered, and there's bits of glass falling, which I think is a really nice touch. I don't know why, but that looked very nice to me. And then of course in the background we can see the rest of the park, where this whole Pteranodon seems to be flying off into to bring chaos over the parks and basically expand its territory into places where you probably don't want it expanding its territory to. And so as you can see with all these 3 shots here, you don't actually see anything too new. But that being said, in this final shot right here where we get to see the view of the park and the monorail track in the background, that did get me curious about what the chances are that the Pteranodons could actually go and attack the monorail. Now I don't think that this is actually going to happen personally, but just seeing it here and knowing that Pteranodons will be able to go out and actually attack things this time, it did get me curious just to wonder like, hey, if they did go and attack the monorail and then even those people wouldn't be safe, and that would be really cool to help make the monorail feel more alive, because at the moment it really is just more of like a little line in the sky that doesn't really have any real effect on the game. But either way, whether this is actually a feature that's implemented or not, doesn't really make that big of a deal. Anyways, that's not really that big of a deal. Let's just dive into the forum post that was announced coinciding with the video. Ooh, that's a fancy word for me. In the latest forum post, Frontier announces that this new Pteranodon will be primarily piscivorous. Piscivorous? I don't know, one of those. Except that they can be aggressive whenever they break out of their aviaries. Moving on to this next little bit of information, I actually found myself very relieved as Frontier announces that these Pteranodons will actually be perched up, resting for the most part, as flying for long durations is not easy on the creature. And now this is reassuring to me because if you've seen one of my older videos, then you'll know that I wasn't really that big a fan of that leaked GIF that was released. Whenever I had seen that GIF before, it looked to me like a bunch of moths swarming around and buzzing light. So it's nice to see that they will actually be resting more and kind of reserving their flights just for more so when they need it, rather than having these creatures just fly around simply for the fact that they can all fly around looking like a mad mosquito on a mission. Now in this last little information segment here, we're able to learn that Pteranodon is going to be a somewhat social creature that would like to have some friends or else they can become a bit more aggressive, and that you'll also want to give them a nice sized exhibit with plenty of space as well as wetlands in order to replicate their sort of coastal environment that they lived in back in the day. But with that being said, that's basically all of the information that was given to us today. I could have missed something in the background. There were a lot of little buildings, but quite frankly, I just was trying to focus more so on the Pteranodon and not so much as to if there was a new building in the background. So if I missed something like that, then I do apologize. But with that being said, that's gonna have to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this informative and hopefully a little bit enjoyable as well. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye.